Each year, half of all pregnancies among American women are unintended. Half of those unintended pregnancies end in abortion. 83% of all abortions happen from unmarried people. 93% of abortions in America happen because it's just inconvenient for the person. And quite frankly, that really bothers me because let's be serious. If you are willing to do that with a person, and then you should, well, if you're not ready to carry that responsibility, then don't put yourself in that situation. One thing that makes it wrong is because most people, they try to talk themselves into abortion and trying to talk themselves into thinking that's okay when it's not. They may say that the fetus is not grown yet, but really the fetus, the heartbeat of the fetus it begins on the 21st day after conception. And most abortions happen after that, so really they're killing the baby because the baby already has a heartbeat. Another reason that they may tell themselves is because maybe the person was raped. If they become pregnant after rape, they may think that the baby's going to have a rough life, and it may just be better for the baby just to kill them, which is not right at all. There's absolutely no reason why abortion is right. There are many types of abortions that I looked up, and looking up these types really bothered me because it literally talks about how the baby is being cut and vacuumed out of the mother's womb, and nothing seems right about this at all. A real-life example of a person who was fixing to be aborted is Tim Tebow. His mother was thinking about doing abortion, and she ended up obviously not, so she ended up giving birth to one of the greatest football players who lives his life daily. He lives preaching about God and bringing followers to him every chance he gets. Which finally brings me to the point that the Bible has so many reasons, or it has many places in the Bible that proves that abortion is wrong. The term with child occurs 26 times in the Bible, and with fetus, well, occurs none. In Luke chapter 1, verse 36 and 41, Luke talks about how Elizabeth conceived a son and how that babe leaped in her womb. It doesn't say the fetus leaped in her womb, it says the babe. In God's eyes, an unborn child and a living child are just the same. There's no difference, they're both living. And I'm going to give you some verses that prove that abortion is wrong. In Exodus 20, verse 13, it says do not murder, which is pretty much to the point, like abortion is murder, so do not murder. But another verse that is pretty well put is Jeremiah 1:5. It says, I knew you before you were formed in your mother's womb. Before you were born, I set you apart and appointed you to my prophet and to my nations. Well, who can argue with that? Like, he's pretty much telling us that abortion is wrong and that he had a plan for you before your mother even knew you were born. And so we're special to God, and I really think that that's important, and you shouldn't kill a person. In my opinion, if you know you're pregnant, then I think you should just have the baby and give it to a couple who is not able to have a baby. And you're giving that baby life, and you're giving it a happy home if you're not able to provide it. It's better to say I gave my baby life and I loved my baby and gave them to a loving couple rather than saying I was selfish enough to kill my baby and end its life. Abortion is wrong, and I persuade you to look at many different things to give up the baby.